The video game industry is currently inundated with AAA titles that don't have any heart or soul. Every release is just a rehashed version of the previous game with a fresh coat of paint haphazardly splashed upon it. It is truly a sad state of affairs when the developers we have come to know and love decide to release a game that is not only an embarrassment to themselves, but to us as well. I mean, if you're content with the plethora of regurgitated looter shooters, sports titles, and FPS games that proliferate the market today, that's all well and good. But as for me,
I'll be a knight.
30 years ago, the Dungeon Knight defended the world from evil, slaying many foes that tried to curse the world. For almost 20 years, the world was safe. No evil could surpass the strength of the Dungeon Knight. But even the strongest do not live to see the world forever. The Dungeon Knight became a story of old. And it was at that moment, 15 years after the passing of the Dungeon Knight, that a necromancer had appeared and began to use dungeons of old, using the source of these dungeons to spread a dark curse. It's time for a new Dungeon Knight, a new hero that will defeat this necromancer. And I might just know who will take this task upon him.
We will.
VR Dungeon Knight is a first-person action-adventure RPG developed by one person.
Say what?
Yeah, you heard me correctly, one person. This one developer with a passion for the craft has been able to do something that not even multi-million-dollar companies could do. Create a VR experience that every RPG and D&D fan needs to see with their own eyes. And it's currently on sale. But enough chit-chat. Let's get into this great game and see what it's all about.
Okay, so smooth turning can cause motion sickness, swap turning, snap turning. Press your touchpad. What? I don't know what this means.
You'll have to excuse my friend. He's a little slow.
As I was saying, after you choose your preferences, you'll be dropped into the tutorial section that will briefly go over the three main gameplay elements of VR Dungeon Knight. These are agility, ranged magic, and weapons.
Agility training. Good luck, Dungeon Knight. You are going to need it, because I locked the door behind you.
You what?
Only one way out. Go and find it.
Okay.
In the agility room, you'll be introduced to the mechanics of both swimming and climbing. They're both implemented very well, and you'll be using them a lot in the dungeons. I'm being dead serious. The first dungeon my friend Shadow and I tackled had us climbing all over the place like a couple little spider monkeys. The range combat room will give you a brief overview of the ranged weapons you have at your disposal, including the bow and two methods for magic, which is either staff-based, you'll need two hands to operate that, or with a spellbook equipped in one hand, you can cast with the other, which in my personal opinion is better in a pinch. The spellbooks have two stages for strength. The first stage is a quick press of the trigger, whereas holding down the trigger for about 5 to 7 seconds will result in more damage of the bonus of AoE. And now, Geek Thoughts by AaronBeDarin. AoE, or area of effect, refers to an area with a radius in where all enemies can be affected by the same effect. The damage inflicted will be the strongest at the center, with it falling off as you get towards the edge. In other words, get the fuck out of the circle. Weapons training will briefly teach you about how to use axes, long swords, shields, and two-handed swords. Granted, the enemy in this room was stuck on the floor for my friend and I, but you get the idea. You swing at it until it stops moving. The enemies in the actual dungeons aren't stuck in the floor, and you'll need to get used to parry timings and angles for each enemy type if you're going to succeed. After the tutorial, you'll be dropped into the grand hub room with doors leading to the various aspects of the game, as well as a few nooks and crannies tucked away in the various rooms that I've yet to explore. The weapon and equipment selection room houses all the weapons you have unlocked so far in VR Dungeon Knight. They will be here for you to use as you see fit before each dungeon run that range from daggers and crossbows to flintlock pistols and muskets. Another really cool feature about the daggers, it can actually be thrown for damage. I absolutely love that this is in the game, and I swear to you, I'm not a dangerous person.
FBI, open up!
There are test dummies in two areas for you to use in order to get a feel for how the weapons handle, their effective range, and damage that is dealt. In the center of the room is a golden chest. This is where you'll return after each dungeon run in order to claim your chests that you have recovered while in the dungeon. The chests will either net you a new weapon to use or level up existing ones. There's also health potions to aid you in your quest for glory. On the door before you leave, the game reminds you that you have 3 slots to your belt and 1 on your back. Each weapon has a weight that will affect your movement speed, so choose your weapons that suit your playstyle. Are you going to be a light rogue or a heavy tank? The choice is yours. The options room is where you can tweak the game settings if you choose at the beginning that isn't to your liking. There are also added features to turn on and off in order to get the best experience for your system. This just scratches the surface of what this game has to offer. I don't want to go into it anymore because I think half of you are asleep. Let me just cut to the dungeon.
Oh shit, it's dark. Oh! Did you have a haircut? Ow! It has no idea that we are here to silence forever the ghost. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Come hither. Forsooth, come hither. Forsooth, a ghost. Yeah!
Hang on, I got it. Okay, never mind. I don't got it. Because you got it.
That's right, knave. Bow before you. Me. The next time you play this, I'm not gonna stream it. What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Hang on.
hold on.
Hit. Hit.
This is what you do.
Hit.
Watch me go. What happened? What the?
Bastard.
Oh! I didn't even see that. Dude, I love this. This is like the quirky music. And the dungeon's kind of long.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm impressed.
Ooh.
What? Something coming at
Some
us?
stuff. Yeah, there's some stuff over here.
What is that? What is that?
Skeletons.
It's a spooky, scary skeleton. I got a bone to pick with you.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
I see your boner.
Oh, wow.
I am very impressed with this game.
What's this blue thing?
I don't know.
I'm
Touch
gonna
it.
find out.
Touch it.
Oh, I'm blessed. I've been buffed.
There's something behind here.
It's a buff.
It's a buff?
Yeah, it's a buff. I'm blessed now. Ooh, a key.
Bless me. Achoo!
I can't shoot that.
You may have noticed in the previous segments that the game is running incredibly slow for me. I can assure you that's because of my rig. My GTX 1660 Ti was busy trying to stream the quest to my PC at 80 million bits. I was using SideQuest to stream it to OBS, and OBS was streaming to Twitch at 1080p, 60 frames per second. By the way, come see me on Twitch and come hang out. The game will run absolutely flawlessly when I'm not recording, and we have the most fun that I've actually had in a game in a very long time. So please support your small developers, because it's people like this that create the experiences that the bigger box people can't do, because they're too busy dealing with cookie cutter crap that is just being put out over and over and over again, instead of getting great new ideas like this one.